Dude, I'm sitting at such an uncomfortable angle, it's fucking wild.
All right. My cat just wiggled into my room chat. What the fuck?
Hey, am I able to be heard on stream or not?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Bum 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 bum.
See, right now I'm just visualizing it, and I'm separating it up and breaking it down so I have a visual construct.
Pardon?
Hmm?
I said pardon.
I just said I'm breaking this down and I'm structuring it.
Okay.
My cat just jumped up into my lap.
Oh.
It scared me half to death because now she's laying on my lap. No, she's being weird on my lap.
Well, damn.
The way I'm doing this is actually to allow me to break things up into certain kind of subcategorized groups.
Because so much of the character is going to be moving around. Like the one that I'm doing right now is the skin. Cat, I'm gonna throw you off of my lap. I love you. You're precious. But if you don't calm down and stop bumping my art tablet, I'm gonna be a little upset with you, baby. Okay?
Okay. Down. 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 You're not gonna climb in front of me, baby. I love you. I love you. But stop.
I want to keep the sketch line there. Close that file.
Stop. Sivu, I love you. You're precious. I love you. I love you. I promise I do. But if you don't stop trying to get on top of my art tablet, you're gonna get kicked out of the room, okay? Okay. Sorry for not speaking. I'm being told I can't speak, but can be NDC, so
You're probably fine.
yeah, that's
Michelle.
fine. I'm just chilling, so y'all are getting to watch Prime Angel Draw. See, I'm only gonna do this because I kind of want her blush to be dynamic.
That's fair.
Blog. Here we go. And her blush is this light tone right here. Nope, too bright. The blush is... She has a very unique blush style to her face. Because she's so pale, she needs blush to even her skin up. Who texted me? Who is that and why did they text me? Hi. Why are you on my desk? What are you doing to my PC? My cat is being weird. My cat is being weird, chat. And she's like on my desk. Who left?
So,
Oh.
I'm still reading. Probably. The other reason I've been quiet is I'm only toggling, I'm just scrolling, and I have fallen out of sleep trying not to yawn at even, like. Don't mind me.
Get down. Zifu, I love you, but stay down there, please. For me, baby. You should not be working. Well, I feel like this is a perfect time to do it. Our local sponsor today is, well, not even local, but is Factor 75. It is a food provider? I don't know. It's a meal prep factory or company. I'm trying to figure out the words here. It's a meal prep company that makes chef-ready meals, microwave friendly. I messed that up hardcore, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, well, you still got time anyway. You're fine. Not everyone's perfect at it.
But
That's enough for
basically, the meals they make are made by gourmet chefs and are shipped straight to your door. If you use my code, that would be great. You don't have to if you don't want to, and you don't even have to buy if you don't want to, but it would be very greatly appreciated. I have seen their food and how they work through looking them up, and I think it's a pretty good place to buy meal prep for. But that's just me. I failed that miserably.
It's fine.
Is it? Is it though? How does that how does that
I'll
line
have time to
look?
think about it. Shukumori is taking a break from worshipping.
Yeah, that's my lurk command.
Why is there a lurk command?
So people can lurk.
But I could lurk right now if I wasn't in the Discord call. What line? No, but seriously, which line though? Because you gotta remember, stream video is behind a couple seconds. Jesus, more than a couple seconds. It's like 6 or 7.
Does that look even? Oh, it touches her scalp.
Also, I know you're probably not gonna really care for it, but there is a game I found recently that seems kind of nice.
Hmm?
But it's in a weird niche. Kind of.
Is it somewhat the Valorant slash like not Valorant or there's some game I played that was something company.
I don't remember the name of it, but
Lethal Company?
no, because it was each team had different characters you could play as, but each character had their own different gun sets.
Guys, how do you like the eyes? Isn't that line crisp?
Let's look it up again. Ooh, I like it. It's pretty. Also, sometimes I remember why I don't speak.
Hmm? I'm just trying to set out all the base stuff so that the eyes have their lashes and everything.
Oh god, I'm in the wrong game mode. That's not good.
Ta-da! There's the eyeball. Well, at least her bottom lashes are done partially. The reason I'm putting in the eyes now is because I'm like, I actually need the eyes to guide the facial structure.
That's fair.
And I know that sounds weird to most people, but the eyes are how I guide my facial structures. And when I'm done, I just swoop, snatch, copy and paste, adjust, slide. That looks about proportional, correct? Those look symmetrical, right? Those look good and symmetrical.
Look good.
Technically, the one that I'm using is a pretty close replica to the one that I'm making, except there's a lot of details that I changed. Y'all like it? Y'all here for it? Yeah,
Yeah,
you know. Do you think everyone else will like it, though?
No clue.
With or without the hue shift at the tips?
I think with, honestly.
Because, like, I'm going to add a lot more detail, but I feel like that hue shift just brings it a little bit more to life. It gives her more of a painterly feel, because I need to add her details. But that hue shift just kind of fits, since she is technically a god of sorts. I'm, like, trying to get all the same color. That eye doesn't match. Look at the asymmetricals. That one matches better. I was like, that was asymmetrical for a second there. I kind of like that hue shift. I kind of want to put a dark hue shift on the bottom ones in the corner. Maybe. I might just be going crazy. I think the dark hue shift would make it look prettier, though. So if I shift downwards and more towards the cold end... Like that. Maybe? Question mark? Does that look good? Down! Zivu! Down! Oh my god, I'm sorry. My cat's about to knock a lamp off. And this is when she gets kicked. No means no. Am I telling you not to do something? No, do it anyway. That's how you should it. I love you. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go find something to munch on. Sadly, I don't have any Factor 75. My pad should be cut out now, so I should be able to work in relative peace. Like, I love my cats to death, but sometimes, oh my lord. You know what I mean?
Pardon?
Hmm?
Pardon?
Bow, bow, bow.
Oh my god.
Bow. Okay, but like, common artist problem, not knowing where you set your art pin at. Prove me wrong. Name one digital artist who hasn't had to replace at least one pin for that reason.
I almost kind of want to cry at the moment. Don't mind me.
No, my
Remember
food!
I was talking about earlier how my one friend said that because I'm their friend now, they wanted to draw something for me.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to see the image they sent me
Sure.
of how it's so far going? I get it. Here it is. Also, I don't know why it's spoiler. I forgot that when I just copy an image.
No worries.
Bam.
Not to be picky on details. Why is one side of the chest slightly larger than the other side?
What?
The left is bigger than the right.
I'm not gonna tell them that information.
Their body's also more left leaning than right leaning. So there's more stuff on there's more space on the left than the right. You remember how I had to show you two variants of my model earlier?
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is. It's the same thing I had to do to my model.
I'm not telling them this information.
Why?
I'm not gonna be the asshole that has to tell them that.
You can just tell them I told you that.
Fuck no, I'm not telling them my. Heck no, sorry.
Hmm?
I am not telling them that. Hey, by the way, I showed my friend the picture. I don't know if I was allowed to show, and they say you fucked up.
I'm not saying it's fucked up. I'm just saying it's lopsided.
Hey, it doesn't matter if it's lopsided. It's fine.
If they're like me and want to be perfectionist, it does matter.
Well, I mean, they did just take an hour doing the nose.
Mm-hmm. Just do what I do. Drop the
Oh, no,
symmetrical.
that's why that one arm is longer. No, that's why it's longer. Okay.
Just drop a
It's not
symmetry ruler.
actually any longer.
No, the body is more extended to the left than the right.
Yeah,
You can tell.
That's okay.
It is. If the body's more extended to one side than the other, if I put a symmetry ruler down the middle, I'm gonna get two different results. I'm gonna get a skinny and I'm gonna get a slightly thicker.
Either way, I like it. Okay.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just OCD about art. That's one that's facing straight forward.
Hey, look. If I really wanted to be a smart, I can't even say certain swears anymore. If I wanted to be a smart aleck, I could say, well, then why don't you draw for it?
I could.
Yeah.
Very easily.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I do not have the money to pay for this.
Exactly.
I am not going into debt.
Oh, you wouldn't have to go into debt. Just trade me your soul.
And how many times am I allowed to do this trade?
Once.
You know, my soul for an image. Got it.
You're really thinking about it?
Yeah.
Whoa. My art's not that pretty. My art is not
You
pretty
did
enough
not
to...
just hear that. I need to turn off my noise suppression. Okay, do you hear this?
Mm-hmm.
Then you heard that, right?
I heard the clap.
That was not a clap, and now my hand hurts. Anyway, that would be the side of your face. That. Your art is 30 times better, if not 100 times better than mine.
My art just exists.
You know what? I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
How does Twitch work for getting money?
So...
Is it depending on how many subs you're gifted? Do you get, like, a total amount of it?
You get 50% of all earnings.
Okay. So if someone gives you, say... if someone gives you...
$5
2
is a sub.
subs, for example.
I would make $5 even.
Okay. What if it's Canadian? Would it transfer to American?
I don't fucking know. That one you gotta take up with someone who actually has had a Canadian gifted sub.
Oh no, I asked because for me, 2 is $15.
Then I would probably get Canadian currency money. There would probably be some kind of conversion overlay.
Okay. Because I do have like $2,000-ish coming in semi-soon, hopefully.
Dear Jesus! Why
Yeah, I
would
did
you
taxes.
say $2,000?
Yeah, I did taxes.
Why so much?
I only made $5,000 back in 2023, and because I didn't do anything in 2024, I also didn't redeem any of my tax money for my tax back. But because I only made $5,000 in 2023, that I wasn't in a taxable range of income. So all of the money that would have went to the government instead came back to me. During that year, they also started a thing where every month they gave every account $30 that of someone who had worked. I also got that in 2024.
How did that look?
And
Adding a
the
little bit of
$200
shadow eye.
from 2023.
I
They were gonna
almost
do
just
this
drink.
$200 again in
I
2024.
I
They canceled
almost
it.
just drank old coffee. That would have been bad.
Yum. Or good, it depends. Do you like cold coffee?
No, I'm talking. It's already cold coffee. It's sitting here from last night. Creamer and all.
Yum.
I never got around to moving my stuff off of my desk before going to bed last night.
Fair.
Like, I kind of just mildly passed out of my chair for 2 seconds, realized I need to get to sleep, and then went off to my sleeping area.
Fair. But yeah, if I'm being completely honest,
You
are
want to
genuinely making me
commission?
wish I could spend money.
You want to commission me? Is that what you're saying?
How much do I have to pay?
Depends on what you want.
Hmm?
Depends on what you want.
What is what you would normally do?
I can do everything from landscape to concept art. I can even draw animatics, technically.
Can you remind me what a concept art thing is? Is that the multi-image thing with
Yes.
the different angles, or no? Okay.
I'm also dabbling in 3D sculpting, too.
Ooh, fancy. So,
Eh,
also, just so I'm not stupid, what would you call that picture?
what I'm
that
working
I
on?
sent towards you. No, the one I sent towards you, for example.
Oh.
Like, if it were for completely, like, finished and colored in, what is that technically? A portrait, I guess?
Technically,
Or
it would be
full body,
more
I
of
don't
a...
know.
It's a full body. A portrait
Okay.
would be someone IRL.
So, how much would it be for a portrait and a concept art?
Well, depends on the body. I charge more for males than I do females because I'm more comfortable drawing female bodies,
fair.
mostly because men. I don't know what is y'all's obsession with having massive muscles. Someone enlighten me on that story.
Gains. Gotta have them gains.
I need a man to tell me why y'all have an obsession with having masculine men, super muscular.
Oh, because don't you know, the realistic beauty standard says men have to be big and strong, or women have to be fragile little things that could snap with the pinky if they wanted.
Fuck beauty standards. Politely and both disrespectfully. Get rid of that stuff.
I know, right? This is why we need men that are thin as shit and women are thin as all hell.
How does
and
that
men-
look if I put the highlight by the eye?
Ooh, I like it. But yeah, in all technicality,
Also my
do you
Twitch
want a commission?
I do commissions semi-frequently, and I'm working on something for someone else right now, but,
That's fair.
you know, I kind of got to take a leap of faith and actually work on myself just a little bit, because
That's
people
completely
are
fair.
really,
Plus, it's not
really...
like I like setting deadlines, so you could literally be like, hey, I know it's been like 3 years, but...
Oh, no, I have a completion desire. If I get commissioned, I complete it within a 2-month.
Well, let's say this. My commission is ready for whenever you're able to take it. And I have the money to pay for it, because, well, yeah.
Most people don't really like my art style, and this is one of them. This is just a really simplistic version. Because I'm trying to pump up a... Yeah. You've not seen my complex art?
No, but I would love to.
Dude, hang on. That's also simplistic. There's another piece of art that I was working on. This is someone else's model that I was working on for a little bit.
Oh, you're straight. Wait, I am right, the stream?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I forgot, I can just look at Discord to see it a lot faster than the actual stream updates. Derp.
I don't have it on Discord yet.
I'm
I
pretty
am
sure.
physically staring at it. You never turned it off.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing your
This is someone
dashboard for
else's
your Twitch
model.
feed. Hmm.
It
Okay.
was a very quick concept art I did of it. I like the
Okay,
nose. I want to
okay.
snatch the nose. The lip was good too. I'm gonna close that down because I don't care too much of it. There's my old file. There's pre-update my model.
Let's see. It's pretty.
And then I can close that one down as well. Save. I don't care to keep it open. There's that, and then there's this one that I'm currently working
So wait,
on.
that's your more complex?
No, the other one was done when I wasn't very
No, I mean
confident
the
on color.
one of the U.
Mm-mm.
That's the one I currently can see.
That's not complex.
Not the like one you were working on this whole time. The other one.
No, that one's not even it.
What?
When I tell you,
How?
I have quality over quantity. Like, here's an eye sheet that I was working on, and this wasn't even full quality.
Good God. Oh my God.
That's originally what her eye is designed off of, too.
Oh my God.
There's that. Credits to the artist who made those, because that actually inspired me to change my eyes. That one I never finished. We can close this down as well, because I don't need it.
Good God. Well, because I have the idea for the character.
There's a
have, like,
sticker I made.
kind of a base, but I don't know. Also, the other person that was doing the character, they came up entirely with the suit idea, by the way. I told them it was meant to be kind of like a futuristic astronaut meets pilot suit.
This is before I did my pre-eye update.
God. Chunky. Chunky, Jesus. Why so chunky?
Oh, that's how they wanted the body. They wanted it's still sculpt form because I never actually got around to unsculpting his body. But as soon as I finish mine, this is the next project I'm doing.
That looks like My Hero All Might body meets Midoriya's head.
No, this is just
You know
what they
I mean?
wanted
Like,
though.
comparison of the sizes. Like you have this what looks like almost little boy's head on this like massive bodybuilder like body.
No, I need to. That's why I said I'm going to come back and redo this one. The color palette is still there, and it's present. There's the chunky. See, this is what I was talking about with what you showed me. If she mimics the left side, you're going to end up with something like this. Where it's thicker. If she mimics the right side, you're going to end up with something like the one that I'm currently working on, like this, where it's thinner.
Okay.
But that's also because I'm just really symmetrical, and I like being symmetrical. I'm in love with these eyes. I'm really liking the way these are turning out. I'm really loving it.
So, also, out of curiosity,
What?
how would you design someone's character, like specifically the eye?
The eye?
Because I have an idea for how I would want my character's eye to end out, but I'm stuck on if I want to do it so that there is white to it or if it's black.
Well, that depends on the
Like
colors.
black with a black pupil with like a silver iris.
That depends on how I'm doing it, because if I would really want to go into detail, I would break down a complex color structure of different colors and shades of black. So I would start with how I would do a normal eye, which if you haven't seen how I do a normal eye, and I'm like, shh, trademark secrets. None of you needs to know how I do an eye. It's trademark. Love y'all. Much love to the community, but like, I do eyes.
But
It's
I'm
my
serious.
trademark secret.
You know, that's
Because a lot of people don't know how I render eyes, and it's really highly sought after for some reason. Like, a lot of my artist community highly seeks after how I color eyes and how I color in general. Because, as you can probably tell by the current model that you're staring at while watching me stream, I have a pretty decent grasp on color.
Yeah. I almost wonder how you would make my character then, because my character has repeating colors that are meant in some way to clash, but also meld well.
Oh, there's a banner that I never finished for y'all. I gotta finish that sometime.
Yeah, because if you couldn't tell from that image, my character has a more pinkish skin tone.
What was I looking at? What was I gonna go look at? It wasn't my model. It was Brett. It was the home screen. I was like, what am I trying to go to? Think.
You're fine. But yeah, because if you couldn't tell from that image that I sent over of what they're doing, my character has a kind of pinkish skin tone.
Mine does as well.
Well, the only other issue being that their hair is a natural, like, darker pink. And, yeah.
I'm looking at that and I'm like, I might want to go with that.
Well,
There's a gym transformation thing. I was looking at it.
actually, the more I think about it, your character's hair color is basically the color I kind of think of when I think my character is darker pink.
See, I'm like, do I want to do that? Or do I just want to gemify it myself? I'll favorite that and come back to it.
It's always better to have things for now.
Am I not signed in?
Oh yeah, I kind of do know. Why have you alerted me to the issues of this image?
Because I draw and I understand that that's a problem.
No, because if you look at it again, look at the face.
Yeah, the face is slightly unsymmetrical too.
No, as in the face is like stretched to the side.
That's what I'm saying, it's unsymmetrical.
Oh. It took them so long, so I don't want to like screw anything over, because apparently they've been doing this for like 2 hours today. If not longer.
Guess how long I've been working on mine for? An hour and a half in total.
Jesus Christ.
I've left it idle and open, but I've only worked on it for an hour and a half. We are going to go log into my... Why?
Take my money, I need art. Ooh, I need art. But yeah. If I am gonna be honest, if I could, I would even do this as potentially like a stream mafia. If I could ever manage a 3D model of it.
That's easy to make.
Shut. No, shut. Before you... No, before you make me do bad decisions, shut.
No, I'm being dead serious. A stream model is actually easier to make. Or a 3-dimensional model is easier to make than a 2-dimensional.
Shush.
Because all I gotta do is put bones in it.
Okay, well, I'm also being serious, shush.
Why?
You're gonna make me do bad decisions. You're gonna make me pay like $300 to $400 just for this stuff.
Actually, a 3-dimensional model is cheaper than a 2-dimensional.
How?
You gotta pay an artist to draw it, you gotta pay an artist to rig it. 3-dimensional, you don't have to deal with layers, you don't have to deal with any of that, you just gotta stick a bone structure in it and boom. It's operation. Also, there's pre-built assets for, like, a lot of things. We're gonna favorite that and we're gonna come back to it.
Actually, before I even ask, like, genuinely, if you were to commission it at some point in my lifespan, should I kind of explain part of it?
That's up to you.
Like, to see if you even mesh with it and or want to.
That's up to you.
Like, money aside.
Drawing and painting. I need more brushes. I had a brush for, like, eyes, and I lost it, and it made me kind of sad.
Oh god, I just realized I could call my character a Russian name and give her the last name Starlin.
There it
Oh god.
is. Yippee, I gotta spend 30 of my 1,000 coin.
Good god.
I gotta re-download it. Oh, y'all need to see what I'm looking at, don't you? So, hear me out, right? I'm not one to not draw my own stuff. But also, it's really hard to draw a good eye without taking hours and hours and hours. And when you find brushes like this that make it easier, you kind of go with it.
You know, it's completely fine.
Like, see, the thing is, I use this on my other model. And this is how I make eye shapes, because it comes with a bunch of different tools to help you draw an eye. There's texture, which gives a glittery tone. See, and they have, like, eyeshadows. The curved brushes. It's a really good pack. And I would definitely check out this artist, because they did an excellent job at making this. Is that downloading? That is downloading. No. I don't need that. I don't need a glowing effect. I do need an airbrush clothing light, because she does have clothing that I need to airbrush.
I feel dumb after using Google. Actually, not Google, but ChatGPT.
Also, I don't like artists who don't draw their own hair and they go for brushes like this. I don't know. I'm not picky about things.
I mean, personally, I would probably use a brush to get used to, like, this is how it's supposed to look.
Well, no, I get
Or this
people
is, like,
need
a
to
more of a
use
reference.
brushes.
Mind you, I'm actually... The few times I've tried hair before, I'll do hair my own way, and then I'll use, like, a 20 opacity for a other one, just to give it, like, very faint lines. That make it slightly better. But
Oh, if I'm looking through the shop right now. Also, note, all of this comes from either renewing my subscription, or I get it through events. None of this is actual bot money. Ooh, ornamental. I need to actually look at that, because she does have an ornamental pattern.
I'm gonna start with... Well, I now have the name of my character, at least. That's good.
I am going to download this. Much love to the artist who made this, because it's absolutely gorgeous. And I know it takes a lot of time to create a brush. Don't get me wrong, I know it takes an absolute heap load of time to make a brush. Especially an intricated brush.
Yeah.
So much love to the artists who make a lot of these brushes. They are very, very, very great artists. They're also very talented people.
So, would you potentially like to know the name?
Colorist brush? What does that do?
Hmm?
Colorist. It's just called colorist. What does it do?
Mhm.
I don't
Maybe
get
it's
what
like
it
for
does.
shading. But yeah, would you like to know the name I have so far as a temporary for the character?
Up to you.
Andromeda Starlin.
I mean, okay, so like, even though I go by Angel, technically speaking, the character's name, story-wise, is, I think it's like Angelina. Or it's either, I think I chose Angelina or Angibel.
Hey.
Angibel. Which I think
I
are
should
cute.
really go into the knife soon.
Uniform decorations, I might need that later. But not right now. Wisterias are so easy to draw. Why? That's my brain's process, like, I actually need that. I'm gonna need that. I don't like drawing chains. I really, really, really hate drawing chains. And I'm lazy with it, too. So the fact that there's already a pre-made chain, yes please. God, I love how someone's probably looking at this and being like, oh my god, they're cheat coding it. I'm like, I'm really not doing anything that most artists don't do. Does that actually work? Hang on, how do you use the weak pressure? Oh, that actually does work. I might need that. Please cut out the place where it sticks out and soft by a soft brush or eraser. Then light highlight brush to finish. That's actually really good. You saw how they did that, right?
Yeah.
That fucking brush is amazing.
Also, I use Champ GPT, by the way, to generate like a list of 10 names.
Yes, please.
Of male names, female names, and then 5 androgynous names.
Boop.
Because I need it.
Alright, now we go back to drawing. Right, hear me out. We go back into drawing, and then we have to add pen. I think I went with the light pink. What eye am I on? Which part? Okay, I'm on the under eye here.
That's a
Which...
good question.
I did that. Like, look at how good that looks. I mean, if I soften it, it will look way better. Given, if I make it softer on the eye, it will look better, and then I need to make an underlying lap for a layer for it.
Oh, wait, in nature, is it female creatures that usually have the brighter, like,
No, it's
colorations?
males who have brighter colors. It's to capture the females' attention. Yep. Men have bright colors, women are dull and bland.
Is that normally with male-dominated species?
Nope.
Really?
Yep. Think like ducks. Ducks have... The male duck has a brighter color than the female.
That's weird. Maybe I am screwing up by saying my character needs to be pink skinned then. Uh-oh.
How does that look?
Giving her that little bit of eyeshadow.
Yeah, good.
I need to soften it out, though. It needs to be more... The brush needs to be softer.
I can't tell if this is meant to be gobbies or goobies. Either way, I love it.
See, that looks better.
Also, the reason I asked about the coloration is because I'm debating on how I should do the coloration of my thing.
Do it
'Cause I
however you
almost want
feel
to do
like
it
it.
that. Well, because I have a few, like, at least 4 base colors that the race can technically be. Because there's, like, the pink ones, orange, blue, and purple. For, like, their natural skin tone.
Just go by what feels right to you. My opinion on the matter doesn't matter. It's your character.
I know, but I'm also more making a species and then a character off of that species. Which is why my brain's like, oh,
Should I do an all-around eye or no?
what do you mean by that?
Like having the color go all the way around the eye. I think only the corner on the bottom sides looks fine enough where it is.
Yeah, I think it looked good in the corner.
I'm also going to divide these up into left and right. 'Cause I'm really ungodly lazy about this stuff. And it's not really even being lazy in some of this. It's actually just working smarter rather than harder.
Use ChatGPT to make constellations.
Because I'm also going to do it on the upper eyelid, but I think I'm going to do a different color for the upper eyelid. How does that look? Let me put her back in her resting position. Barely noticeable, but I think it looks pretty the way it is. Every goddess
Yeah.
has to wear a little bit of makeup.
Good God. Good complex.
Listen. Technically speaking, she is literally a goddess in the storyline, so
Fair.
she can do whatever she wants with her form. She manifests whatever people would find to be the most comfortable, and in this situation, she chose to manifest like this. She just chose to manifest like this. Was like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Spawned. Like baked in the oven, done. I love her. She's so pretty.
Yeah, because an idea I thought of doing was that because I want this race to be human evolved, so they're basically like 80% human, if not 70, and then 30% mutation, usually appearing as skin tone more specific, as well as eye colorations, or discolorations, depending on your preference on words. But
How does that look?
ooh, I'll see in a few seconds. Alright. Yeah, I like that. Nice.
I'm not going to keep it there because that's not where it needs to go. It needs to go in its own layer.
But like in general, does it fit? Let me check.
I was looking for a specific highlight pen.
So I feel kind of stupid getting an OC for this race. Hmm. Oh yeah, I can just chat with G on my phone. Hold on, I will be back after I do something.
I'm trying to, like, find the right type of brush I'm looking for. Glitter! I see, I'm here for it. I like it. It's coming along. That's not glitter, that's just textural difference. Yeah, that's literally just a texture difference. That's just texture. I'm here for it though. It makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna go use the restroom very quickly. Maybe not. I might just be setting really wrong, and that might be why. Yeah, I think it's just because I'm setting wrong. Okay, I have every layer separated out correctly now, chat. Mm-hmm. It's like, ah! I just got attacked by my own drawing tablet. I do not need a glitter tool. That pen is also not what I need. I've used the trumpet pen on an awfully large amount now. There's a reason I'm giving myself a little extra wriggle room. There's a reason.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Yeah. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
Yep. Okay, I'm cool with that. And now we do the impossible. We lasso it and fill it. Ta-da. Ta-da. There was no magic there, but you know. Ta-da! Correct eye color.
The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung.
Bye bye. Okay, back to what I was doing. Okay, so that's a copy, so that needs to be dragged up, down, up, in. There we go. All of the eye copies need to go in that one.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining
I should start to draw on the other one.
through. Baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?
Derpy derpy noises. Why do you look like that? Big show self. Why is there a seam line in you? What's there? Why is there a seam line? Use a copy?
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining.
There's no a seam line in the middle. I'm like, brother, why is there a seam line there? Okay, either way, I still gotta move on with it. I'm here for that. Now we add another one. Sample color. All the way to white. Opacity, drop it.
I am back.
Took you long enough. God.
Sorry.
Did you like fall in?
I went to do one thing and another three things basically popped up.
If you're gonna ignore how I said, did you fall in? Yeah, I said, did you fall in? Also, how does the eye look?
Ooh, how would it get? It's pretty. It's looking good.
Also, I have another viewer in here, but they haven't said anything yet. So I don't know if it's someone from my part of the communities, or if it's just some random person who found me by accident. Either way, I'm happy to meet them.
Holy coins.
See, I wouldn't mind doing a Minecraft stream. But no one's gonna play Minecraft with me. You don't like Railcraft.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just it's a pain.
Yeah, but it's springtime now. She looks very cartoony right now. Blend that out. There's more of an irisy color. I'm just setting the groundwork to make it pretty. Rich and hazy color. Mm-hmm. Alright, now we go back in with color aligning details, such as the pinks. And then a white. Pink. White. Pink, white, pink, white. See how that's starting to turn into the eye that we all love and remember?
A little bit.
It's still a little too blue. It's too rich in the blue tones. I need to shift the color saturation just a wee bit. Like it's just a wee bit too rich in the blues. It started purple, then it turned blue. And that I can't have. We can't have two blue people. Pun intended.
What?
I said, Yosemite Sam, pun intended.
Oh, I was unintended. Got it.
No, I said pun intended.
Oh, okay.
Unless your parents told you that, and then I don't know what to say there, because...
My mama said I was special.
And then I got kicked off the short bus. Yeah, I was that kind of special, by the way. I was the type of special they had to kick off the short bus.
So not special.
No, I was. I was just that special, specifically.
I don't think that's something to brag about. I don't know why.
No, see, I was one of the only kids in my school out of a couple, like, 4 or so hundred to have a personal EA assistant because I genuinely could not do work on my own.
I
for multiple
could...
reasons.
I mean, I had to go to dyslexic intervention. But... that's besides the point. I had to go to dyslexia intervention for a really long time.
Huh?
Yeah, my family forced me to go. Because I have dyslexia and potentially dyscalculia? Dyscalculia? I can't remember how to pronounce it.
Dyscalculia.
Dyscalculia.
AKA difficulty with numbers.
Yep. I'm good with numbers. But apparently I used to write them backwards a lot, according to my family. Trying to get like that good old fashioned angel eye that people love. Not me feeling it would have been the perfect time to have like a shameless promo. Well, like, the eye we all know and love, you know, you feel me? And then I could have branched that into... you get what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
I could have made it an advertisement. I should have done it. Actually, go down here and then go into
It's
the...
discharge dice.
give it a hazing. I haven't even given y'all the thing to log in and use my promo code, have I?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have it copied. Here is the promo code. Hello? Why is the promo code not dropping? Is it control? Isn't it control V? It should be control V, isn't it? Or control... Oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. I have it copied to my clipboard now.
That's the link to my Factor 75. If you use that code, it will give you a 50% off, I think. Pretty good deal, pretty swaggy.
Pretty swaggy, yeah.
But no, I think
that's
the
not
meals
bad.
look really good. The meals look like delicious. Scrumptious, positively yum yum. I actually might end up buying one myself just to give it a positive review because I haven't done that
I mean,
yet.
you've got it, right?
I'm not obligated to, but
I mean, true, but it would be kind of hypocritical to be like, oh, you should go buy this product, it's so good. I've never had it, though.
I haven't said that though.
No, I just mean in general. It feels, at least personally, kind of odd to say, like, hey, you should try this thing. I've never tried it yet.
I also just don't feel like putting money down on something right now like that. Because I normally cook my own dinners.
In theory, you could get the money back, depending on how the deal is. How actually is the deal, if I might ask?
For every person who joins the subscription, I gain $100 as soon as the
Okay, there you
thing
go.
ends. However, I personally don't care too much for the money. I would like to get the payout pretty well. Because I want to take that money and I want to return it to my community because a lot of y'all are really, really sweet people. And some of y'all need
And then
cash.
there's me.
And one of the things that I'm going to do with the money, if I do get a good payout on the sponsorship, I'm actually going to pay for a PC for one of my co-hosts so they can start actually playing games. Which I'm going to shell, if I get a good payout, which is more than $1,000, I'm going to shell out at least 1,200.
Huh?
Which is, in theory, half of what I would make from the sponsorship.
Yeah.
If I get all 24 people. That's why I'm doing it, is because I want to make a better safe place in my community where people can feel happier. Because I know it's hard, right now I know it's really hard for people to find the time to make things like that, and one of the big goals of my community is to improve. So maybe, just maybe, the sponsorship deal goes well, and I can start saving up to make a big transaction with my community. And start letting y'all grow and turn into a bright, shining community.
But yeah, that's one of my main objectives behind this, is to make a good community. And then if I can continue to keep growing and getting bigger, I want to start doing more stuff like this, where I start giving away free models or free art for models. But yeah, no. I'm excited to do my first one ever.
Oh, that is a good. Why didn't I think of this idea sooner for this?
What idea?
So,
How does that
I
eye
had
look for
a-
her?
Hmm?
I've zoomed out on it. It looks better on Twitch than it does on YouTube, and that mildly annoys me.
there. But sorry, it was more an idea because I'm trying to effectively make a world, not just one thing.
I mean, my
And
character
because my brain's
is
been stuck on D&D, I'm trying to make it as a D&D world. And
How does she look?
I'm making a new weapon tag that is advanced weapons.
How does she look?
Ooh. I like it. It's looking good so far.
I feel like the eye and the pupil match pretty well, which is the big that's
I'd
the
say so.
biggest hurdle, is making them match.
True. Well, I'd say you've done a splendid job.
Second biggest hurdle is making sure the clothing matches the body, and then the third biggest hurdle is making sure my hair looks good on the body, since I've adjusted the hair to co-fit my model correctly. Also, by the way, chat, I'm gonna make a command so y'all can make me go bald. You just can't scream bald at me. You can remove my hair. You can't scream bald at me. I'll be back. I gotta use the restroom.
Futuristic energy firing variation of the clock. Where's the Karen 84? It's meant to be a futuristic energy firing variation of the M4.
Yeah, they're not designs. Operative. A military. Firearms. Specialist.
Awesome, you know, chat. I am a lazy person. By default, you will not see me draw a second eye.
Because I'm just gonna copy and paste the eye that I just made.
Where?
I'm just gonna copy and paste all the assets from one eye. That's what I've been doing. Every time I finish one piece, I copy and paste its assets, and then I paste them onto the other half. So while everything looks the same, I didn't draw all of it. I'm drawing all of it, but I'm not drawing all of it. If that makes any sense. Because I did draw it all.
Yeah.
I'm just too lazy to draw it all. See, the worst part is, and since I'm affiliate, I can't play, like, Netflix or anything while I'm drawing. Which is honestly what makes me draw better. To be completely fair, I draw way better when I'm watching something.
Sure.
Right now, it's just the process of making the people and making it look good. Or making the eye, I should say iris. Because we're not really working on the people just yet. What does it look like if I take off the... Oh, she's gorgeous. Look at this bestie baddie.
I am now scared.
What?
I am now totally scared.
Why would you be scared?
I don't know.
She looks gorgeous. Get it, queen.
You do.
Like, look at this eye. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that people stunning? I am going to add a little bit of fuzzing to it. Like, just picking a really dark shade, lightening it up, and then just... just to make it look more coherent with itself. And now we do the same with the light parts. We make them super dull. Let me blend a little bit. We soften those edges up. How does that look? With soft edges. I think I should have one over the back side as well. Like right in the middle of the eye, like up here.
Oh.
I feel like that just gives it a nice bit of pizzazz. Lines up the mood just a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. What are y'all thinking?
That's just me.
Also, let me turn back on the eye. There. That's what she looks like with her top lash on. I took it off to make sure I could get the right look.
Oh. Okay.
Keep in mind, her entire other thing is going to be covered. Like, I'm going to make sure at all times her eyelid is properly covered.
Okay.
So that bit of pupil sticking out the top is going to be covered. Did you know people who apparently have white under their eye suffer from stress?
What?
Apparently people who have white exposed underneath their eye suffer from stress.
What would light exposure look like?
What mine looks like right now. And I'm like, apparently that means I'm stressed. No, the white underneath the eye. Also, here, let me turn back up the skin tone so you can see what she looks like with skin on, too.
Alcohol.
That's what her skin tone looks like.
Gotta give it time to register. Okay.
I think she looks dapper.
Me too.
She also mildly looks like a child, but when I zoom out...
Not so much, yeah.
Like, if I'm just focusing on her face, she definitely looks like a child.
Mm-hmm.
But when I
think
zoom
that
out...
might just be part of the style as well. In the end.
It is the style. I already know what it is. It's the style that causes the look, but... I don't like the fact that she looks like a child.
Fair.
Like, I want to kind of redo the eyes, and I'm like, no. We're sticking to it through the end. I'm taking a small rolling break and just kind of setting here. Because that's what I do. I wonder, how do y'all feel about having a shorter stream tonight? Maybe, maybe not?
You in the end?
Okay, but like, factor 75. Absolutely great company.
Also, the more I think about it, I guess I can't really get too upset if not a lot of people use the code for it, because it is like your very first one. And it's still
I'm
pretty new.
completely fine with people not using it. It doesn't, okay, so it doesn't bother me if it
Well, I
slips
just
through my
wanted for the
hands.
sponsor itself, because it's like, oh, well, that wasn't very successful. Why would we want to sign with them again?
No, it sponsors normally just send it out to basically a whole bunch of affiliate streamers.
Ah, okay. So it's literally just do it.
Unless I receive an email specifically from them, I doubt it's going to be like a sole dedicated sponsorship.
Okay. That makes sense.
A lot of the times if I get it through like Twitch or Streamlabs, it's going to be just a mass emailed one that was sent out to a bunch of streamers like, hey, you have a semi-decent
you're up for it.
viewership. Take a
Basically,
sponsor,
like,
make
if
some
you're
free
up for
money.
it, Yeah.
Which I am not upset about it, because like I'm thinking, then when I think of it, I'm like, it makes sense if it was just a mass one. It's like that's honestly...
Also, just so you know, I am saving
Huh.
And there's one thing I need.
What?
You already know what it is.
What is it?
Toot stick.
Oh. You really want to go for Toot Stick?
Yes.
Wild.
How is it wild?
Just wild. Someone already redeemed the goal.
What, the modify?
No, someone already got the local songstress. So the event is no longer running. The event ended.
What event?
The Toot Stick event?
If you're telling me, well, I mean, it's still there as an option. So,
It's still there. I'm gonna leave it there. It makes me play the flute, but what I'm saying is the event that was attached to it ended.
there's an event.
Yes. Whoever got the Toot Stick first basically got a title and a free banner art or profile picture by me. It was announced literally before I even made the command.
I shall go cry in a corner.
I announced that like 2 months ago.
I shall now cry in a corner.
And then when I got affiliate, I even announced it too.
I shall now go cry in a corner.
This is why you pay attention to my server.
It's hard to do that when I'm in 12 other ones.
Okay, but which ones do events? Like, there's gonna be another event coming up soon.
Got it. So I should mute every other server right now.
I notify everyone daily when I go live.
Okay, not gonna lie. For some reason, for me, that's been iffy on if it does send it or not.
Ta-da, there's the people in full color and everything. Oh.
Soul 17 and the Terran 84.
I kind of want to just do a 2-hour, 30-minute live tonight and take a break from this.
That's okay. You can always shorten your streams. Don't forget. You can always shorten them, but you can, if you don't want to like go the whole time you normally do.
Well, I've
you
been
can always shorten
going.
them instead of just not streaming at all.
I've been going from anywhere from 4 hours to 2.5 to occasionally 5 to 6 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm
If you
like,
really want, on like days you just don't want to do anything, you feel absolutely too lazy, you could always go for like an hour and a half, 2 hour streams if you really wanted.
well, it's not that I'm lazy. It's
Well, no, 'cause you were
just
saying earlier that you didn't want to really do anything today and you didn't want to stream, but here you are.
well, I
So instead of,
accepted
like,
a
trying
deal.
to achieve for that, like, 4 hour average.
That's
you
another
can always
big
just
issue,
step
though, is
down.
technically speaking, it wasn't that I was, like, not wanting to, it's just I didn't know what I wanted to do, and none of the things were sounding appealing at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and since
Also,
I'm
one
a
thing I would
VTube
mention,
model,
in case you've already thought of doing this, I would probably keep the partnership stuff up. I wouldn't take it down once you reach your time limits. I would keep it up just in case.
oh, it said basically an hour. I need to have those up for an hour or something. I was like, okay. And as you can
Well,
probably already
technically,
guess,
to my knowledge, those have been up for more than that, but
they've
I
been
would
up for
probably
2
keep them
hours.
up, like, for a while each stream.
Oh, I'm gonna keep them up all stream till the events or till the sponsorship is over.
It also gives more recognition to them as well.
Even if I manage to get 24, I'm still gonna keep it up. Just because I kind of like the way they work.
You like their ideals.
It's very, lack of better words, it's a really good idea. Especially since they're properly proportioned and they're generally healthy meals for people. So for people, example, like my stepdad, who tend to lack nutrition and don't eat healthy foods whatsoever, it can help people who have issues like anorexia or overeating problems kind of
Hi.
rearrange their dietary systems. So, example, I tend to forget meals constantly. Like, when I tell you constantly, I mean, like, I forget to eat constantly. So whenever I realize I need to eat, I'm normally either too hungry to find something I want to eat, or I'm just absent-minded and don't want to cook.
Fair.
Because we all know how you get when you're hungry. You just don't want to do anything.
It's just you want it to magically appear.
So with the idea of it being only 2 minutes, pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes and it's ready. And it's like gourmet chef food. That's a simple decision.
Yeah, true. The only issue I ever have is specifically with like frozen stuff, because I don't care if you took that out of a restaurant. If I buy restaurant food and then put it in the freezer, take it out the next day, it is not going to have that exact same quality as if it were from the store, or as if it were just out of the restaurant.
Apparently you're
Which a lot of
supposed to
people,
be
for
able to
some reason,
like
just don't think about.
apparently you're supposed to be able to like refrigerate it. I don't exactly understand how you store it, but I'm pretty sure it's refrigerated.
Okay, and that's a little bit better at least, because I know a lot of places they just. The main issue I have with companies is if they decide, like, oh, you know, our microwavable dinner is made exactly as it is in house or in our restaurants. Okay.
I'm 90% sure
it's
with
frozen.
factor 75 you're supposed to refrigerate the meal. You might freeze it, but then
Understand.
that kind of defeats the purpose of it being ready in 2 minutes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I mean, a lot of people also do pre-prep it as, like, they take it out of the freezer and put it into the fridge for, like, an hour.
True.
Or however long to just slowly defrost it.
Well, I can't really look at factor 75 unless I make an account, and I don't currently have an account. I was gonna do it after stream tonight, and I was gonna use my code to order something.
Why
For
not?
myself.
Why not?
Because, like, I kinda wanted, because I saw, like, a chicken Alfredo. No, it was chicken parm. It was, like, a chicken parm looking dish, and it looked phenomenal. Like, I looked at that and I was like, Woody, want that. Give it. Gib.
This is gonna sound dumb, but I wonder if they have any shiitake mushroom stuff on there.
Possibly. They have, like, I think it was 75 side dishes or something. It's either 70 or 40.
Odd.
And then they have a bunch of main
I only really
courses.
asked that because I've always wanted to try it. Mind you, if I ever became an actual decently, like, fucking Twitch stream, I would love to do a thing with Boxu.
Dude, I'm literally just looking at my thing and I'm fluctuating from 3 to 4 views. I'm not very popular. And I'm fine with that, but also at the same time, I feel like once I unveil this new model to people, like, actually unveil it,
Oh! Oh, that hurts.
I love how we're all just staring at that one eye while I sit here and talk. I'm just yabbering.
Order Boxu again.
But no, like,
I'm
their
sad.
dishes look so good. I wanna nom 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 nom, you know? But basically, from what I understand, at least from what I knowingly understand,
Don't mind my weird noises.
they're...
Just Boxu.
I don't know if they're US based actually. I don't know if it's a US based company, Factor 75, or not.
Probably.
I
Maybe.
did research on it, but I didn't do that much research.
Hold on, let me look. What did it say again?
Factor 75. I almost called it Factory 75 earlier, and that was kind of funny.
Apparently the only states it doesn't deliver to in the US is Alaska and Hawaii.
Over Island. So it is an American based, probably. Because Alaska's isn't Alaska like technically right next? Isn't
Oh.
Alaska basically like right next to Canada?
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Factor 75 is owned by HelloFresh.
Really?
Yeah. It got bought out for $277 million.
Huh. So what you're saying is I could probably do no, they're probably no, wait, no, if it was bought out by them, then they're not competing brands. Are they?
Following their successful growth, Factor 75 decided it was time to buy out Flow Capital's investment in October 2019. Just over a year later, in November 2020, Factory 75 was acquired by meal kit delivery giant HelloFresh for a total purchase up to USD 277 million.
That's wow, actually. Does that mean Factor 75 is still its own company, or is it like fully bought out?
So even if you're fully bought out, it's up to the parent company at that point to decide if it wants to merge it in or keep it separate.
So I guess they kept it separate?
It's like how Mojang and Microsoft can be two different things.
No,
then it's up
Microsoft
to-
fully took over Mojang.
Well,
they
they
fully
were
took it
once
over.
together.
Yeah, at one point they worked together, but
But when
Microsoft
you buy it out completely, it is your choice what you do with it. If you merge it in or if you leave it as its own business.
pretty sure
And simply
didn't
profit
Minecraft
as its
get
own parent,
merged?
effectively.
didn't Minecraft get merged? Because now it's owned by Microsoft, and whenever you boot it up and stuff, it has Microsoft on it.
Yeah. Well, it's always at Microsoft, but it also used to say Mojang.
It still says Mojang when you boot it up, but
More
pretty
likely because it's still its own independent company. But that is just owned by specifically Microsoft. Let me look this up actually so I don't sound stupid.
I don't remember how they bought it out. I just know they did buy it out at one point.
Yeah, I forgot it's not Mojang, it's Mojang.
It's always been pronounced Mojang in America. Everyone I've heard says Mojang, not
I
Mojang.
know.
Did you say Mojang? Did you say Mojang? Was that what you said?
It is actually technically pronounced Mojang.
But the way everyone pronounces it, even including
Mojang.
them, is Mojang.
No, at first they were calling it Mojang.
Why did they stop
Because it's
calling
originally, if I remember right, it was a Swedish company. So the name was originally Mojang.
Anyone remember Notch? Does he still have anything to do with Minecraft? I don't remember
No,
if
he completely dipped out of it.
Why?
He didn't like the way that Microsoft was making it go, so he said he didn't want anything to do with it. And left.
Oh. That's sad. It wasn't it originally his creation too?
Yep.
And that's why we don't sell out, kids. I should use it as an example.
Yeah, Mojang was acquired by Microsoft,
But,
became a subsidiary of Microsoft Studios, now Xbox Game Studios. Mojang AP,
If you-
however, still legally exists as a wholly owned subsidiary of Microsoft.
If you don't, to every person popping
Yes,
the
even then, in May
machine,
2020, Mojang was officially rebranded as Mojang Studios.
so
So no, it is still its own independent, but it is part of Microsoft.
with the big one
It is
for a
still-
lot of newer people, and especially you, if you don't want to be forced to change, don't buy out. Don't sell out to someone. Because a lot of times you'll sell out at the promise of either money, fame, etc., 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 and you let someone basically contract you or pay you.
Money.
And if you do, a lot of the times that means they have full control over what your content is. So I'm still gonna maintain myself as an independent.
I mean, I think one of the things that pissed him off when he kind of said, you know what, Microsoft, yeah, you can own our studios, was them adding in the Microsoft Store thing to it, the Minecraft Store. Because it
I
was
kind of
supposed to
like
be,
that.
you pay for the game, and, imagination is what's after.
I kind of like the Minecoin thing just because it made it accessible to kind
Made
of
it accessible for people who couldn't already do anything.
like, because you know how
Like,
hard it is to make
definitely made
yourself
it
a
nicer for
skin?
console players to express themselves.
It
Because it's
made
not
it
like a console
easier.
character can actually just download a skin.
Or make their
But
own.
they also could have done it so that, because in order to upload your skin on Microsoft or on the Minecraft, you need to have it to your device, and if you don't have it to your device, you can't get it on there, and you can't really download them off the internet on console very easily.
No, it's really hard.
And one thing they could have done to make it easier, though, is that skins are transferable to your accounts. So, like, oh, if I equip the skin on my mobile account, that'll change my skin roster on my console.
But that's too difficult.
Not really. Almost everyone has a phone.
No, like the file transfer.
Platform if you log into your account.
Okay,
with Microsoft
but
or whatever,
think
you
about
get
it
the
this
game.
way. If I have to buy Dead by Daylight, even though I am logged in on my Microsoft account on my PC,
Mhm.
but I own Dead by Daylight on my Xbox.
Mhm.
See what I'm trying to say here?
Well, if they have an in-game currency, they could always do it so they basically refund you the money you spend to buy it a second time into the currency.
I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. I'm saying Microsoft is greedy.
They are. A lot of companies are, though. You can't specifically target one or the other, because
No, like, Microsoft specifically is really greedy about their stuff.
yeah, true.
Not quite as greedy as, PlayStation. PlayStation is...
Oh yeah, also, Jack Black for the Minecraft movie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know he was originally offered a completely different role?
What role was he offered?
Techno.
Techno?
Or more specifically, to be a pig.
Why did he choose Steve, then?
Because he didn't want to be an animal on screen for only a few seconds.
I guess I get it. I guess I can feel the vibe on that one. I wouldn't want to be one either.
Because basically he would have been a background character. Because you only see him in like one specific part of the movie,
I kind of don't like him
and you
as
just see a
Steve,
normal
though.
Minecraft pig walk by with a crown on its head.
I kind of don't
But
like...
after the role, apparently after he realized the significance of why they wanted to do it in the first place, he kind of felt bad about not taking it and just denying it.
Isn't the reason... I'm pretty sure the significance is Techno, isn't by Technoblade, right?
Hmm?
Correct? It's Technoblade that they're referring to?
Yeah, Technoblade as in the person who died.
Yeah, one of the most famously notable Minecraft
That's why
YouTubers.
they put a crown on the pig.
Really?
Like, specifically, because his whole thing was he was the pig with the crown. But apparently they were originally going to try and give Black the role of Techno, which, good God, he's too chunky for that. But meh.
I'm pretty sure didn't most of the people Techno played with knew about his diagnosis, essentially,
I think
but
so.
he didn't reveal
But I
it
think
to
he asked them
his...
to keep it quiet.
Yeah, until he passed, and then wasn't that when everyone found out that he had cancer?
Yep. Because they
I
only
can't
found out
remember,
he
did
died, or that he had cancer because he didn't want to ruin the fucking vibe. He didn't want to have people feel sorry for him in the end.
Dude, I
And, like,
cannot
pity him
stand...
towards his death.
If I
Because, to be
ever...
fair, that is how humanity treats dying people. If we know they're dying, we treat them like we know they're dying. You know, like we
My
are like,
brain
oh, we're
is
so
like,
sorry you're
right,
dying.
if I ever...
But he
And
didn't
this
want
is like
that.
a genuine conversation topic for me, right? Morbidity aside, if I am ever in a fatally ill, like, I know there is no escaping death at that point. Now, given, if there's a high likelihood that I can escape, I'll do anything, because I know there are people who need me around.
Mhm.
But also at the same time, I don't want people to pity me.
That was why
Think
he
about-
didn't want people to tell.
Because, like, think about it this way, right? Why would you pity me? Remember all of the kind and fun things I do with you all the time. Don't pity
But here's the
me.
thing, that's not how we treat dying people.
That's what I'm saying. Don't pity my death. Remember me.
In general, human beings treat dying people with pity because we're sorry their life is ending.
That's what I'm saying, though. If
It's
I
why he
ever
didn't
come
want
to
anyone
this,
knowing about his death until he died, because, well, I don't want to be pitied in my final moments. I don't want my last few moments of a stream to be sorry you're dying, buddy, compared to laughing and having fun with my friends before I go.
that's what I'm saying. I don't want anyone, like, if I ever come to the situation like that, I don't want my following to pity me. And I'm definitely, if that ever happens or something like that happens in my life, like I can't escape it kind of thing, I will 100% tell my moderation staff. I'll be like, hey, I don't want y'all talking about it. Here's the situation.
But here's what I have. Here's what's on.
But like, that's only because I want them to understand that, like, hey, the the responsibility falls down to y'all
Yeah, like when
after
I am
I.
gone, it's y'all who's gonna have to explain.
It's not even my moderators who are gonna have to explain. Think about it this way, right? It's y'all who will have to hold up the pillars of my community that still decide they want to be part of the Kindred Soul Queendom. I will be gone, but my legacy won't be gone.
Oh,
Like, I'm going to, when I leave,
they'll be
eventually.
done in their lifetime.
Hmm?
Should specify won't be gone in their lifetime.
Yeah, no, it won't disappear in our lifetime because I've specifically
So, like,
decided.
their kids probably wouldn't really know who you are, to be honest. Unless they, like, explicitly told them.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna keep it going. If anything happens to me, I have
As long as you can, keep it
contingencies.
going.
And my community will never stop growing as long as I can handle it. And I will never let y'all down. If I can stop it, I won't let you down. And that's a promise.
Fight to the end.
I will 100% fight to keep this channel alive and growing till the bittersweet end.
Oh god. Why did I just think about that?
Because, like, think about it this way, right?
Yeah.
I want to get a psychology
family
major.
heirloom, but it's a Twitch channel.
It's not even that. I want to get a psychology degree so I can help y'all. I want to get a master's in psychology so I can actually start streaming for mental health and making my community thrive. Because if you look at statistics, there's a lot of statistics that say a lot of bad things are happening in the world. I'm not going to jump to, like, the good parts. Uncovering the like undermathing things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. There's a lot of really bad things happening in the world. And I kind of understand that while I may not be the most energetic and upbeat and happy person in the world, I definitely make some people's day better. And I know I do because they've expressed this to me. They've been like, "Hey, Angel, you know you make my day
Coming back if you didn't.
like a million times better just talking to you alone." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And they're like, "You do?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "How?" You talk to me, you tell me a lot of things, and quite frankly, you've called me your parent multiple times. You've called me mom more than once. And that's like the younger audience. But like people are like,
Yeah, no, I know.
they're like, kind of like, yeah,
I
you...
don't mean to interrupt, but you ever heard of fitness water?
No. Have you had thick water?
No. But apparently the makers of Gatorade have a line called Propel that is specifically fitness water.
Oh, you're talking about Propel. I didn't know about fitness water. I've had Propel before.
No, that is literally what it says right under the word Propel is fitness water.
For me, it just says, in America, it says sports water or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's sport water.
It's Propel or fitness water.
Yeah, no,
Low
I've had
sugar- I
Propel.
currently have kiwi strawberry though, so who knows?
Propel is decent. I wouldn't drink. I don't know why I stopped drinking it, but I know it's not good for you. Like, Gatorade technically isn't good for you.
It's more of an electrolyte thing.
Well, yeah, but too much of anything turns bad really quickly, and Gatorade is also really bad. Plus, they color a lot of the color that they get is actually through synthetic colors.
Well, yeah,
Um,
obviously. I doubt
and-
they're getting that shade of red or that shade of white for any natural cause.
I mean, the white could be natural. It could just be a cloudy. It could just be a cloudy ingredient, but
Okay, you know, that is true. That's like the only realistic one they have.
like that orange, no way you're getting an orange like that naturally. Like a drinkable orange color like that is not natural.
I mean, yay and nay, I guess, but
No.
definitely not that bright of an orange specifically.
That bright of an orange is impossible to reach. Either without a buttload of a natural coloring.
I just realized they almost have like the hue of like car fluids. You know?
I don't want to think about. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think like I'm drinking. I don't
Is
want to
it
think I'm
wrong?
drinking car fluid. Like here's an example, right? I
if you
know-
wanna
I know
get
Circle is
told
not the
something,
best
I
water in the
learned that
world.
Apparently, Gatorade at first was a phallic shape for a reason. Let's say.
What?
Have you ever noticed the general kind of shape of a Gatorade bottle?
No. Do I? Maybe that's like an off of the fucking bed. I am so sorry.
If
I'm
you have
shouting.
a dirty mind, you'll understand.
My cat is laying on top of where my lamp is set, and I swear to God, we about to fight. I'm about to fight a
Actually, I'm gonna
cat.
have to Google this. Hold on.
Guys, I'm about to fight a cat. Guys, I'm gonna fight a cat. Chat, I'm gonna fight a cat.
Like,
Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fight a cat. Not literally gonna fight a cat, I'm just kicking her out of the room again. If you will not listen and you won't stop getting up there, then you're gonna get thrown out of the room. You know this. I told you this. I love you, but I told you this, bro. Alright, cat has been removed from room.
yeah, no, some Gatorade bottles look like penises.
The cat has indeed been removed from the room.
Oh, that just means you didn't hear it, but this did. Oh god.
Yeah. I kind of
Um,
didn't want to know about it. Nor did I want it said, but
Let's just say they look slightly phallic, or at least in some of the older versions that were plastic.
no,
Fake. Anyway, moving on.
basically, I hate how greedy a lot of companies have got recently.
Well, it's not even just companies in particular, though. Like, it's basically everything in the world.
Okay, but like, hear me out, right?
That being said, there's also a war going on, so as much money
It's-
as they can get right now is better, but...
There's that, but also with like,
Because
there's
in
other
theory,
bad
oh, a war is going
influences.
on, more people are going
'Cause,
to
like,
distract themselves
Don't
from
get
it.
me